Historic Royal Union. Princess Leonor marries, Spain in 2025. The Grand Cathedral was bathed in golden sunlight, the air thick with anticipation. Crowds lined the streets of Copenhagen, their eyes fixed on a moment that would be etched in history. Spain was watching, hearts racing, as a princess prepared to step into a new chapter, one that would define a generation. And yet, despite all the pomp, the grandeur, and the flawless gowns, no one expected what happened next. In a world where royal ceremonies often feel scripted, cold, and distant, Princess Leonor's wedding shattered every expectation. The warmth, the intimacy, and the unexpected gestures of love sent shockwaves through Spain and across Europe. Because this wasn't just another royal wedding. It was a story of a young woman claiming her future, on her own terms, in front of millions who thought they knew what to expect. And as the cameras rolled, Spain didn't just watch, they felt every heartbeat, every tear, every smile. As Princess Leonor descended the aisle, the hush was deafening. The soft rustle of silk, the subtle glimmer of jewels, the quiet strength in her posture, it was regal, yes, but it was human. And then, the moment that no one could have predicted, she looked at Christian, her soon-to-be husband, and the smile that crossed her face was pure, unguarded joy. Not the rehearsed grace of royalty, but something much rarer, authentic love. The ceremony itself was a masterclass in tradition and surprise. Every step, from the vows to the exchange of rings, carried layers of history. And yet, the unexpected moments, the subtle laughter during a slightly awkward bow, the gentle touch of her father's hand, brought a depth to the event that felt almost cinematic. Spain, watching from home, reacted in real time. Social media exploded, not with gossip, but with genuine awe. Families gathered in living rooms, eyes glued to the screen, sharing in what felt like a collective heartbeat of the nation. For a moment, centuries of monarchy, duty, and protocol faded, and what remained was raw, powerful, and deeply moving. But behind the joy, there was tension. Behind the smiles, whispers of family dynamics and historic expectations lingered. King Felipe and Queen Letizia, known for their reserved elegance, had moments that spoke louder than any public statement. A subtle glance, a fleeting expression, a moment of pride tinged with concern, it was all captured, analyzed, and felt by millions. Spain didn't just see a wedding. They saw a family navigating love, legacy, and the weight of history. Christian, standing beside Princess Leonor, was no mere accessory to the occasion. His presence, calm yet steadfast, revealed a story of partnership and equality that resonated far beyond the palace walls. And as they exchanged vows, the subtle details, the slight tremor in his voice, the hand squeeze that spoke volumes, turned a formal ceremony into something unforgettable. The fashion, of course, became instant legend. Leonor's gown, a modern reinterpretation of classic Spanish design, fused heritage with bold statements. Each stitch told a story, of lineage, of rebellion against convention, of personal choice. The guests, a mix of royals, celebrities, and dignitaries, reacted in awe, but the true magic was in the understated moments, her choice to include a personal token from her mother, a hidden symbol of connection and continuity. Music and ritual carried the story forward. The choir's harmonies filled the cathedral with a haunting beauty, echoing centuries of tradition, yet somehow feeling fresh, contemporary, and alive. It wasn't just performance, it was emotion made tangible. And as the couple walked down the aisle, newly united, the crowd erupted, not in forced cheer, but in a spontaneous, heartfelt celebration. Outside, the city itself became a stage. Copenhagen's streets overflowed with admirers, the atmosphere electric yet intimate. Flags waved, faces beamed, and spontaneous celebrations broke out, reflecting the unifying power of this historic moment. For Spain, it wasn't just about a princess marrying, it was about hope, continuity, and the thrill of witnessing history firsthand. Yet, even in this perfect moment, curiosity persisted. How would Leonor navigate her role as heir with newfound personal freedom? How would Christian balance tradition with modernity? What would this union mean for a monarchy increasingly under the watchful eye of a modern, critical world? These questions lingered, forming a tapestry of intrigue, love, and responsibility that would keep Spain, and the world, engaged long after the final toast. And then there were the intimate, behind-the-scenes glimpses. Quiet exchanges, private smiles, small gestures between the couple that spoke louder than any official narrative. Observers noted the subtle hand-holding, the shared laughter during a brief slip of protocol, the way Leonor leaned into Christian as if the world beyond the cathedral ceased to exist. These fleeting moments captured a truth. Amidst history, pageantry, and expectation, love remains profoundly human. By the time the celebrations moved to the royal gardens, the story had already become legend. Fireworks lit the evening sky, reflecting the exhilaration of a nation and the joy of a young couple stepping boldly into a future together. Spain, watching through tears and laughter,